Today we're talking about added sugar. What is it? Why do we consume it? And what are the effects on our body? First off, added sugar is exactly what it sounds like. It's sugar that's added to foods and drinks during the processing. And this is different from the sugar that's naturally occurring in foods like fruits and vegetables. Added sugar provides calories, but it doesn't have any vitamins, minerals, or other nutrients. And it's typically in the form of sucrose, which is just a fancy name for table sugar. So why do we add sugar to foods? Well, it adds a sweet taste that many people enjoy, and it can also prolong the shelf life of the food. Let's talk about the effects of consuming added sugar. When you consume added sugar, your body breaks it down into glucose, which is a type of sugar that your cells can use for energy. Any excess glucose is then stored as glycogen in your liver and muscles. However, if you consume too much added sugar, your body will store the excess glycogen in your fat cells, which can lead to weight gain over time. Another issue with consuming too much added sugar is that it can cause inflammation in the body. When your body breaks down sugar, it produces advanced glycation products, also known as AGE. These AGEs can stick to cells and trigger inflammation, which has been linked to a variety of chronic diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and cancer. And here's another. Consuming a lot of added sugar can put a strain on your kidneys. When you eat sugar, your kidneys have to work harder to filter out the waste products. Over time, this extra work can damage the tiny filters in your kidneys, leading to a condition called diabetic nephropathy, which is a fancy way of saying kidney disease. And let's not forget about the impact on your oral health. The bacteria in your mouth feed on the sugar in your diet and produce acids that attack the enamel of your teeth, leading to cavities and other dental problems. Now, I'm not saying that you should completely avoid all added sugar. It's okay to indulge in a sweet treat every once in a while, but it's important to be aware of how much added sugar you're consuming on a daily basis. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day for women and 36 grams per day for men. That's about 6 teaspoons for women and 9 teaspoons for men. You can find added sugar in a lot of processed foods, including soda, candy, cookies, cakes, ice cream, fruit juice, sweetened yogurt, granola bars, syrups, and dressings. It's important to read the nutrition labels of packaged foods so that you know how much sugar you're consuming. And when dining out, be mindful of the sauces and dressings that are high in sugar. If you're trying to cut back on added sugar, there are some tips that might help. Look for foods that have a low glycemic index, which measures how quickly a food raises your blood sugar levels. Choose snacks that are high in protein and fiber, like nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables, because they'll keep you full and satisfied and less likely to reach for that sugary snack. And drink plenty of water to stay hydrated and help curb any sugar cravings. You can also try to find alternatives to sugar, like using natural sweeteners such as honey or maple syrup in moderation. Remember, it's not about completely eliminating sugar from your diet, but rather being aware of how much added sugar you're consuming and making informed choices to keep it within the recommended limits. So next time you reach for that sugary snack, think twice and choose wisely. Your body will thank you in the long run. Until next time, stay healthy, stay informed, and make smart choices for a better you.